Welcome to another Monday MOOcast. It is episode 18, and we've got Greg back with us this week. He's back from the dead.
Yay!
Yay! This is Mike and...
Greg.
And...
Andrea.
And we're going to talk about what we've played this week, like we do every week here on the MOOcast. Andrea, what have you been playing?
Skyrim, of course.
As we see on the screen,
Yes.
Andrea's been playing Skyrim.
Yeah, I've been playing Skyrim exclusively this week.
Oh, yeah?
It's been an interesting land in Skyrim. I found a lot of talking animals.
Really?
Yeah, I found this dragon who was really boring to talk to. What was his name? His name starts with a P.
Parthenax.
Yeah. Oh, he's so annoying. Oh my god. I was listening to him go on and on for about 20 minutes.
He's an ancient magical dragon.
Yeah, but, okay, so if you guys haven't come across him, the people listening, he talks so slow. Oh, just get the sentence out, man.
He speaks with purpose and importance.
That was kind of a snooze fest. I also found, see my trusty doggy friend? That's Barbas. I found Barbas the talking dog.
Barbas.
So, I'm questing with Barbas, and of course,
What happened to your fake hubby?
Oh, he's around there somewhere. I think I shoot him with an arrow at some point. He gets mad at me.
Great. Well, I would
A couple
too.
of times. Yeah, there's Barbas.
His New York accent, or New Jersey, or whatever
So
it is.
awesome.
I'm like, here, Barbas, Gwildor, I want to give you a sword. What do you need to take? I'm still here. Oh, God. But yeah. So, long story short, I found a lot of talking animals, Barbas and the really boring dragon. But he gave me some sweet firepower, so that was...
That makes
totally
up for
worth
it.
I also find, as this video goes on, I found a lot of new stuff. So that was fun to explore. I mean, this isn't the most exciting Skyrim gameplay, I'll admit that, but this is pretty much my average day in Skyrim. Yeah.
Just another
getting
day in the
lost
life.
and exploring and accidentally shooting Gwildor with some arrows. Oopsies.
So, it is Skyrim, oh my god, you're gonna fall. Yeah, there you go.
Mountain surfing. No, I got this.
It's like playing Tribes. You ever played Tribes?
No.
Tribes is a shooter for the PC where you can like do this thing called skiing, where you like use momentum and ski up and down slopes without getting damage. It's an awesome game. You should try it. What was I gonna say? Oh, it is Skyrim. Confession time, people. I know we've all played it quite a bit. Have you guys ever cheated and looked at any of like the PDF maps where they have every cave and everything like located, or have you not?
I haven't actually.
You have not cheated?
No,
Okay.
I
So when you find stuff, you're actually like, oh my god, there's something there.
Yeah.
You're not okay.
Yeah.
Cool. How about you, Greg?
Oh, totally.
You've cheated?
No.
Yeah. The only thing I cheated on was I wanted to know where all the Daedra quests were.
Right.
Oh.
But other than that, no.
Right. I don't think I've ever cheated on it. So I think when I explore stuff in my game, I actually am surprised. I don't know if I like that more or not. I don't know. I guess the OCD part of me is like, I wonder if I did everything, you know. But I don't know. In other ways, it kind of makes it cool to not know. But you know, to each their own.
I think it's really helpful when I go on the map if I'm exploring some sort of cave or whatever.
Right.
I can check if I put the cursor on the map, it'll tell me whether it's cleared or not.
Right. Yeah.
So I find that.
Oh, I love that. I love that they did that.
I understand. I guess the earlier games didn't do that.
Yep. Oblivion didn't do that at all. So you never you
was
just have to
Barbas.
remember whether you had cleared it or not, which stinks. You are killing things. No, your dog's killing things.
Well,
Yeah,
anyways,
Barbas does everything for me. He won't die. It's pretty cool.
Man's best friend.
Yeah.
So, Greg, what have you been? Playing
well, I
this
think I can speak for both of us.
week? Yes, you can.
We have been playing Borderlands 2 pretty much exclusively.
It's so awesome.
Aside from my Mario vids, which you should totally check out because they're amazing.
Yes, they are.
We played Borderlands 2, and it is amazing.
Yes.
It's been Mike, myself, and Brian
Brian
Stone.
Stone.
And I'm just having so much fun with the game. Again, I never played the first one.
Which is worth picking up, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it never interested me.
Yeah.
But Mike kind of convinced me to get it, so
So good.
I did, and I've just been having a blast. Just the environments are beautiful, the
Right.
gameplay is solid, and I just love the characters.
Yes.
Tiny Tina
Yes.
is by far one of the best characters ever made in a game ever.
Really good, smart, sarcastic, ironic, comedic writing, like kind of throughout. Like I haven't had a point in that game yet, writing wise, where I've been like, ugh, it's like snooze fest. Like there is not a Parthenax in Borderlands 2. At least not yet.
No, but there's a claptrap.
Yeah, claptrap. Either you either love him or you love to hate him.
Some days he's on and he's funny, and other days he just needs to.
Right. Well, he talks a little bit too much. Yeah. But I mean, at least it keeps the game going. Like everything about that game, like keeps you wanting to do like one more quest, one more little thing, because the ever present like loot and just the craziness of the guns is ridiculous. Let's take a moment and talk, Greg. What is your craziest gun that you have in your arsenal right now, in your save right now? Like, what is like the wildest, coolest gun you have?
Well, I'd probably have to say I have Miss Moxie's shotgun, which fires really quick. It's pretty much fully automatic,
right?
And it fires like napalm shells.
Of course it does.
So it burns everything.
Right.
But I think it was yesterday maybe, I just picked up a gun that you can throw to reload.
Right.
So literally you'll empty it, you'll throw your gun, and it will explode like a grenade and then just teleport back into your hand.
Yeah.
And that's your
reload.
reload.
It's so awesome. It's so awesome.
God.
I have a gun right now that is a machine gun. It's a bandit machine gun. And it's got a sight on it, but the sight is almost completely worthless because it fires so fast that once it starts firing on automatic, I can't even tell what it's firing at anymore. So it's hilarious, like, because I aim it down the sight and I'm looking through the sight, but then when I start firing, it fires so fast and it fires these iridium bullets, so they're glowing too. So I can't, once I start firing, I just hold down the trigger and hope that something dies. But it fires so fast and it's got such a big clip. It's got a 236 ammo clip. So I just hold down the trigger and everything dies.
236 bullets per clip.
Yes.
That's insane.
It's ridiculous.
And 236, that seems like such an odd number.
It's a really odd number. Yeah. But I don't care because it fires like so fast. It's ridiculous.
Wasn't that the gun we got with the Batman?
Yes, Rackman. Yeah, that's another cool thing. That's another thing I love about this game. Folks out there, if you have not gotten this game yet and you like pop culture references, you like movie references, you like music references, you like references to other video games, you should pick it up just for the humor. Like, just in the last couple of days, the last week, when Greg and I were playing, we came across like a million different hidden references to old movies, to other video games. It's hilarious. It's just great. They like give nods all over the place to everything that they like, which is really, really cool.
Just a couple examples were Batman, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs,
yeah,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the movie Seven.
Right, it's incredible. Yeah, it's really, really funny. So, get Borderlands 2. And also, just for the fact that it's original. Like, it's a shooter that looks original. It looks and plays original. It doesn't take itself too seriously, which I think, Andrea, would be a reason why you would like it, because you've really been getting into Saints Row the Third, because it's like GTA, but it's like, okay, I'm not going to take myself so seriously. Mm-hmm. This is kind of like that, too. It's kind of like, it plays as tightly as a shooter as any other shooter you'd expect, so it controls really well, but it's not like, it's kind of like the Call of Duty campaign, where it's like... Yeah.
I can't even begin to describe how happy I am to see color in my game.
Yeah.
Like, gray and brown. Again, I enjoy my gritty shooters like the next person, but when the market is dominated by them, it gets old real quick. And to see something just so vibrant and colorful is great. I love it.
I do like pretty colors.
Then you would like this game.
Lots of customization as well.
And Andrea, you could be completely pink, and there's pink guns that fire pink bullets.
Oh man, now I'm sold. I have to get this game.
So there you go.
I always wanted a pink gun in Call of Duty. They have yet to do that.
Now you can have one.
You should, Infinity Ward and Treyarch. Make me a
pink
gun.
Guns. Yeah, I'm sure they'll come out with
if it's pink and glittery.
They'll come out with a pink DLC now for like 200 points or whatever. Make your machine gun pink.
Yes.
So since we're talking about Call of Duty a little bit, let's talk a little bit about this reveal trailer. I think, Greg, you want to talk about the trailer and about other kind of game trailers and how they relate to movies and stuff. So.
I'm actually furious with the new trailer. So for those of you that haven't seen it or don't know, Treyarch came out with the Black Ops 2 Zombies reveal trailer.
Which is the second reveal trailer.
Which they had like a teaser reveal trailer like 2 weeks ago. And they're like, oh, next week we're going to reveal Zombies. So then... this past week, I think it was Wednesday, they showed the full trailer.
Right.
And it was like one of the biggest wastes of time I've ever had in my life.
You'll never get that minute and a half back.
Yeah, I won't. So the trailer basically shows kind of shows the survivors,
right?
Just fighting zombies,
right?
And that's it. And it's like, well, that's cool and all, but like, what is up with this new zombies mode? Like,
right.
What's coming back? What's new? I'd really like some sort of information.
Right.
I mean, just the trailer leads me to believe that there's going to be like a campaign with a progressive map,
right?
But I don't know. Is it just back to map like Black Ops 1 was, or what? They barely showed any weapons. Are things like the item box making a comeback? Are we going to have crazy Easter eggs? Like, nothing was said about this game. And even I know when Black Ops 2 was revealed, they talked about how Zombies is going to be 8-player.
Right.
Well,
we don't know from the trailer.
I don't know.
No idea.
Like, can you show me how you're going to implement this?
Right.
And it seems to me lately the trailers have just been all about flash and pizzazz and nothing more. And I mean, I think probably one of the most infamous examples of this was Dead Island. Its reveal trailer. And I mean, I get it. Like, there are teaser trailers.
That's an awesome trailer, though.
I mean, it
is.
It was absolutely amazing. Did it tell you anything about the game, though?
No, just that there's zombies.
Not.
Yeah.
That there's zombies and a little girl's gonna die. Like, that's it. And so, I don't know. I just remember trailers and E3 and just all kinds of promotion in the past. Maybe I'm just being nostalgic.
You're getting old.
I am getting old. I just remember them revealing more. And it wasn't just about what pretty cutscenes can we mash together to make this game look amazing. Because it's like, that works well for a movie.
Right.
But when you're playing a game, I want to know what I'm going to be spending $60 on.
Right. And I think the difference is that the games are so interactive, whereas movies, like, they're going to show you in the trailer what you're going to get, because that's what you're going to get. It's a passive experience. So if they show you a big flashy part of an action movie, you're going to then go see that exact same thing. It's not like you can change what happens in that action movie.
Right.
Whereas as gamers, we want to know what are we going to be able to control about that environment, not just how nice is the environment going to look.
Right.
I think the only things that I picked up from that trailer, even though it is flashy and awesome and it's nice to see zombies explode, like that, I'm always a fan. I think it looked like there was almost like a Super Mario overworld. Like, it showed one dude with thick-rimmed glasses and the girl that's on the poster if you pre-ordered the game. And then it showed them killing zombies for a couple seconds, and then it would show this, like, world map that kind of looks like Mario Brothers, and it had different icons, which were interesting to me. It looked like maybe one of the icons had wrenches on it, so maybe that's, like, some kind of fortification stage. And then it had one, and then, like, they went down the path, and then there was a picture of, like, a skull, so maybe that's a killing all the zombies you can survival stage. I don't know. You're right. They didn't tell us anything. Also, I really wanted to know before that trailer, are they going to stick the zombie mode in 2012, or are they going to stick the zombie mode in 2025 where the game is, or is the zombie mode out of time? Is it in the 80s? Like, who knows?
Right. And that's the problem, because as you all know from last week's episode, I finally got all my Easter eggs in the original Black Ops, and like, the story was kind of interesting. Like, especially on Moon, things really started to pick up.
Right.
It's like, is this a continuation of that? Is this its own thing? Like, I don't understand. Where's Richtofen and the rest of them? Like,
can we stop for 1 second, because I've never played them all the way through, the ones on Black Ops. So if you can give like a 1-minute recap now of what you know about the story leading up to Black Ops 2 Zombies.
Okay. Well, I'm no expert, but from my understanding, during World War II, the Nazis found this element.
Okay.
I forget what it's called, but Richtofen wanted to experiment with this, and it made zombies.
Okay.
And he killed a fellow scientist and his daughter, but then she kind of disappeared somewhere. I'm not really sure. Like, that's kind of fuzzy for me. But Samantha. So like the voice that happens when you get power-ups and stuff, that's Samantha.
That's Samantha.
So then the other 3 survivors were supposed to come in and stop Richtofen, but he supposedly brainwashed them and created a time machine. And so now he's going through time trying to get these different artifacts so he can find Samantha and take her power.
Wow. So Samantha is almost like what's her name? Alda from Fear. Like she's like a omnipresent kind of girl, woman, ghost thing with tons and tons of psychic power?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, on Moon, you actually find her.
Oh. And
then Richtofen takes her power, and his voice gets really high-pitched, and it's very bizarre.
This is all very strange.
He's very bizarre.
So, I'm not completely sure on all the fiction because of... I never played World at War, but you go to Call of the Dead to get the Golden Rod, and then you go back in time to Shangri-La to get the Focusing Stone, and you combine those, and then that reveals where Samantha is on the Moon.
Wow.
And then you blow up the Earth.
Wow.
But once you blow up the Earth, all the zombies' eyes turn blue, which in the teaser trailer...
They're blue.
They were blue, so it makes me think that it's a continuation, but I have no idea.
Wow. That's a mess.
I don't know if that answers your question.
It actually raises more, but that's actually kind of cool. I didn't know it was that involved. So, I don't know. Hopefully they do have some kind of story. Like, hopefully at some point they actually reveal what the reveal was supposed to reveal.
It needs to be more concrete. It reminds me of that one South Park episode where the boys are waiting for that trailer for Terrence and Phillip.
Oh, yeah.
It's like all it was. They were waiting for this trailer, and all it was the words flashing.
Right.
Like, best trailer ever. No, it tells you absolutely nothing. That's what it reminds me of.
Right. So, I mean, for me, I want to see how they're going to do a player. Are they going to have a Left 4 Dead 2-esque versus? Like, will 4 people control zombies, like hordes of zombies, and other 4 people defend? Or is it going to be 8 people defending? Like, what's, like, I really want to know that.
What I've heard, and again, don't take this for truth. I don't know if it's what's going to happen, but it's going to be kind of like Rock Band 2 and 3 were. So you'll have like 2 sets of teams.
Oh, at the same
they'll
time.
Play and see how long they can last or get the best score, whatever the objective is.
Oh, okay, so it's like it's competitive co-op then. It's like 2 teams.
Kind of, yeah.
Right.
But again, I don't know if that's the truth.
Ooh, that'd be cool if it was. That'd be kind of cool.
So Rock Band, you can have bands compete against each other?
Yeah.
You would have Rock Band 2, you would have 2 different bands, and they play the same song.
At the same time. And
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, never done that?
Missing out. No, I'm really, I guess old school, you can say. I have Guitar Hero and Rock Band for the PlayStation 2.
Oh, wow. You are old school.
So all the features and things for the 360 and, the updated version, it's like, oh man, I missed out. And I referred to my PS2 version, it's the no frills, because I guess in Xbox and the PS3 you can customize characters and such. It doesn't exist at all.
Really?
Yeah, it's totally, everything is default. Like you pick a song, you have the set band people for each song.
Wow.
So
that's it.
I was a little bummed that I couldn't do that, but overall it's like, well, what's the most important thing? Play the game. Yeah.
Right, sure.
So
you're a purist.
Yeah.
You're a fake music purist.
Yay!
So let's before we let this zombie thing die. See what I did there? Okay.
No.
Let's quickly run down our list of 2 or 3 or 4. Like, what do you want out of the new zombies mode, Andrea?
Ooh, interesting. Well, me first. Well,
ladies.
No, it means I don't have time to think about it. So, off the top of my head, I think it would be really cool to have more of a story to go along with it.
Okay.
Yes, there was the story in the other ones, but you had to do the Easter egg really in order
to figure it out,
to get it.
Okay.
It'd be cool if there was some kind of clear progression that you didn't actually have to go looking for the story.
Right.
It will come to you.
Right.
I don't mean to sound like, take the lazy way out, but it's just kind of bizarre the way it was set up before.
You don't want to have to work to figure out what the heck is going on.
Yeah, which sounds really bad, but
look,
yeah,
hey,
I don't know. It just seems weird that you have to go hunting for the storyline.
Okay, so you want a clear storyline. What else?
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping our bus theory is true.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be cool to just, in the other ones, like the first Black Ops, you pick a map, that's it. You're stuck on that one map.
Right, sure.
I think it'd be really cool if you could continue traveling.
Yeah. So, traveling group of band of heroes killing zombies across the countryside.
Also, more people.
And more people.
Yeah, I think more than 4 players would make things interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Greg, what's your zombie wish list for Black Ops 2?
I agree completely with the story, because I think it's cool that there's a story there for people that want to go searching for it.
Sure.
But it's like, can you imagine if, like, in Halo 4 or something, like, you had to do an Easter egg like that,
right,
just
to figure
get
out
the
what are these
ending
aliens
of the game?
Yeah.
Like, that would be the most ridiculous thing ever.
Right.
And so, I get that zombies is just a bonus. It's not, like, anything, full blown. But it's really grown into something.
I don't know if it is anymore.
Like, it should be a full blown mode,
right.
I think. So I think there should be a good story that's a little more easily accessible. I think I would like to see just more accessibility in general, because I know, for me, I just recently got into zombies. I'd say like 3 months ago, but it's like the game's been out for how long, and the zombies mode has been out for how many years? If you include World at War,
right?
And it's like anytime I played it, I just get destroyed right away because there's no way to go through the maps and explore.
Right.
Nothing is explained to you in terms of which guns should be pack-a-punched.
Right.
So I would like to see some more accessibility to get more people involved in zombies. And what was my last point? I would like to see... I'm going to talk really slow in the hopes that it comes back to me.
Nicer zombies?
Yeah, that'd be it. No, I got it. Different objectives. So I would like to see a classic like survival mode come back on the different maps.
Sure.
But I would also like to see something more, because like you were saying earlier about, maybe this level you have to fortify your base and get a certain amount of money to do that, or in this level you have to kill a certain amount of zombies. Like, I agree with you in the sense that like just surviving and the only way to end the game by dying, that's a little frustrating sometimes. It always ends on a sour note.
Well, yeah.
So it would be nice to see something that is a little bit more possible to win, I guess.
Right. I think for me, when I've been whining about this, every time you guys bring up zombies, or I bring up zombies, I always whine about this. Like, for me, the absolute number one is I need a way to win. Yep. Even if that way is incredibly next to impossible. Even if it's like playing veteran with one hand. Like, I don't care. There needs to be that carrot there that at some point, if I put the work into getting good at this mode, I can win it. Like, I can win this map. There, you know what I mean? And there could be a grade at the end of it. I got an A on the map. I got a B on the map, or whatever. But I can win it. Like, you can survive at some point. And I think that kind of ties into having a more cohesive story too. Because I think if there is this world map that I was speculating on before, then, there's more of a... It makes sense to win, Like, maybe the zombies are still out there, but you at least pass this map. You pass this part of the story, and you can go on to the next one. I would really enjoy that. I also really agree with you, Greg. I think that for any kind of zombie game to continue to bring new people in and to be fun for everyone, there needs to be more accessibility into exactly how to do the winning, and also different objectives. Like, because nothing can just survive on just surviving zombies till you die. Like, that will always kind of be like a niche thing. But whereas if there's like ways to get better in different ways, like if you can be a support class and you can like, that's what you do is you like go and rebuild things, and then you can be in a different assault class, like whatever, that would be infinitely more interesting to me. So I hope that there's more variety, that there's more objectives. I hope that there's a story, and I hope there's a way to win. So,
guess we'll find out in a month.
Yeah, when they reveal a little bit more of the reveal of the reveal.
When the game comes
out. No! Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't believe it's that. Oh, I can't wait. Now I'm super excited. Excellent. Okay, so this week, Mass Effect. Well, we talked last week. Andrea and I talked last week about how BioWare's co-CEO has just up and called it a career, which is shocking and horrifying to all of us. And I'm actually glad for you, Greg, that you were already sick, because If you would have been on the program last week and we would have discussed it, I'm sure that you would have just thrown up right then and there. Because I know how much you love BioWare, and I do too, and it's horrifying. Actually, all of us do, so it's horrifying that they up and quit. And who knows if this has anything to do with it, but they announced that the Mass Effect trilogy is going to be released all in one big, give us more money pack for everyone, for PC and Xbox first in November, and then PS3 TBD, which I don't know what that means, but that probably means never.
It's always after, which is unfortunate for PS3 people. Everything DLC, it just seems like PlayStation is always last.
Well, they don't sign the deals with the devil that Microsoft does.
But I mean, I'm just thinking, I don't have a PS3, but if I did, and that was the only game system I have, that would be really frustrating for me because, everyone else with an Xbox or PC gets everything before me. I'd be kind of bummed out. So, I mean, I don't have a PS3, but I kind of feel sorry for people.
You're feeling PS3 empathy?
Yeah.
Sad.
It's unfortunate because it's like I feel like everyone should get everything at the same time.
You are so communist.
Sony's like, no.
Well, you got to pay the bills. You got to pay the bills. Microsoft says, "Hey, EA, we're going to give you $1 billion extra to make it 2 weeks extra or a month extra." Then they're going to get it. Yeah, that's how it works.
I know, but it's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. So, are you going to buy it, Andrea? The trilogy?
Probably not. I mean, I think I would love to have all my games in one pretty little set.
Especially if it was pink.
Oh, yeah. Just because I love the trilogy.
Right.
And actually the first game I bought on the Xbox Live Marketplace, so I don't even have the actual copy of the game. Mm-hmm. And for those kind of games, it's just my personal preference. I like to have the actual disc in the box because I line them up. I line all my games up in alphabetical order so I can see all of them. I know, I'm such a dork.
You don't go by genre, you go by alphabet?
Alphabetical order.
I go by genre.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, I mean, it'd be nice to have the set, but I think to spend that extra money on 3 games that I already have doesn't make sense.
Now, riddle me this, Andrea. Mm-hmm. What if they included all of the DLC and an extra little art book and let's say, a free demo of the next Mass Effect game that they just said that they are releasing?
In that case, I might do it, just because I don't have, I think I have one Mass Effect 3 DLC. It was the first one that came out.
So it would be worth it for you?
Yeah, I think it might be in that case. We still don't know if the DLC is coming out.
Yeah, they haven't announced it yet.
Or it's included, I should say. So if they do something like that, I might seriously consider it.
How about you, Greg?
I'm not going to buy it by any means, but
it is right out.
I mean, I already have all 3 games,
right?
But I think this is a really cool thing that they're doing because I feel like when it comes to movies and even music with certain classic albums, it seems like they're always getting re-released, a new coat of polish, and then you'll get something extra with it. And I feel like video games don't do that. I know before the show, we were all talking about the Avengers. This came out this past week, and most of the displays you'd see would be Avengers, but then around it you'd have, Thor and Captain America and just all the different things that led up to that. Eventually you're going to have the big collector's pack that has everything in it.
Right.
And I feel like video games miss out on that. I think we've started to see that a little bit with things like HD re-releases.
Right.
Which I like to a degree when they're done properly. Silent Hill Collection, which sucks and isn't going to get patched. I want to play that so bad, but if it's not going to get patched,
not worth it.
Anyways, that's a whole nother rant. But I just think it's cool that they're taking these collectors things seriously.
Oh yeah,
because I know there's going to come a point where we're going to get to 3 Xboxes from now, and maybe you're feeling nostalgic and you want to play Mass Effect.
Right.
Well, if they re-release it again, you'll be able to do that on the new system.
Right.
Because it's not like movies where it's a DVD. And
it is what it is. Yeah.
Just constantly getting better in terms of systems. So I hope that this trend continues.
I really I like the idea of publishers doing it, but I really only like the idea if they do it with something extra that you can only get
in that set.
Yeah, because like if we're making the comparison to movies, I'm a huge nerd, so I really like a couple of movie series. One of them being Star Wars, the other one being Lord of the Rings. I really, really, really love them. Like, really, a lot.
Really?
Lot, tons. So, for instance, I have the normal Lord of the Rings DVDs that came out first, like the first thing that ever came out. But then they came out with an awesome extended edition pack that had like all the extended editions plus tons of extras. And you could only get the extras if you had the extended edition pack and the extra form of the movie. So I'm like, hey, that's worth it. So I bought that too. And then they came out with Blu-ray, and then I got a Blu-ray player. And then, of course, they remade them on Blu-ray. So now it's better resolution, better sound, and extras that are only available on the Blu-ray. So I said, hey,
Wait. So you have the original version,
I actually
the theatrical version.
Yes, I do.
You have the extended, and then you have the extended on Blu-ray.
I do.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's the same movie.
Yes and no.
But it has extras that...
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, yes, am I a fanboy freak? Absolutely I am. I just admitted that. But at least they gave me something extra that I could only get with that trilogy every time I bought it. It's not like I got nothing. You know what I mean? I got like hours and hours on the Blu-ray. There's like documentary after documentary. I haven't even watched all of them yet. Like, it's disgusting how many documentaries there are on there. But like, they gave me something extra. You know what I mean? Sure. And so for me, if this Mass Effect thing came out and it was in like a collector's book and it came with like the Art of Mass Effect book and it came with a token to download a million different like songs from it. That might be worth it, maybe, if it wasn't priced like full. If it was like $50 instead of $60 and it came with all 3 games, all the DLC, all the art, I might be tempted to trade in my old copies of the single ones and just have it all in one thing, Might be worth it, though.
Fair enough.
What other games would we like them to do that with?
Siphon Filter.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't even think.
Well, that's a PlayStation thing. That was one of my favorite trilogies back in the day. Or not, I guess it was a trilogy and then they added more to it later on.
Right.
But the whole series, especially Siphon Filter 2, I played that game to death and I love it.
Was that Sony of America or was it another company?
No, I think it was Sony of America.
Yeah, well then you're never going to see it on anything else then.
No, and the last one, was it Logan Shadow? It ended on such a cliffhanger. I'm like, no, it's probably never ever gonna get more of this. But so I have an Xbox. If they ever do something like that, which they won't, of course it would be on the PlayStation.
Of course. So that's your number one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I also really enjoyed Ratchet and Clank. That's another PlayStation.
Yeah.
So I think I need a PlayStation if they ever do that.
You do.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to see it with more Nintendo games, actually, because I feel like, with Western developers, you can kind of get access to Easter eggs and like development diaries and things like that.
Right.
But I feel like you don't get that a whole lot with Nintendo. Maybe they make them and they're over there.
They're in Japan,
but they never make it over here. So
I
think it'd be interesting to see development of a Zelda or a Mario and see just kind of how the team interacts with one another over there.
Did you guys ever play Strider, the Capcom game?
No.
Strider was an arcade game in the late 80s, early 90s, and they put it on Genesis. And it was like the first action game I remember ever owning on Genesis, and it is freaking awesome. Like, takes place in like a cyberpunk kind of communist Russia, like mashup world. That's controlled by robots, but they're like all controlling the population. And you're this dude with like a freaking huge sword. It's a Japanese game, so it's crazy. It's Capcom, and you are like this acrobatic, crazy dude who can like slide down walls with a grappling hook, and you have a humongous laser sword. It's like the coolest thing ever. So you run through these levels, slashing robots apart with a laser sword. If they re-released the arcade version, like the extended version of that was never on Genesis, but in HD, I would buy it in 1 second.
Sounds like a twist on Lord of the Rings. Wasn't that Aragorn's nickname? Wasn't that Strider?
Yes. That was his nickname.
It's been a while since I've watched those movies.
Just a random nerd sidebar. The Hobbit was published in this month in 1937.
Wow.
Super old. And awesome.
And they're going to make that into a trilogy, which is annoying.
That's annoying, too, yeah. Well, anyways. Nintendo. Oh, the big N. They announced DLC, I suppose, Greg, for Mario?
Yeah, they, which is kind of surprising to me, because they've been so anti-online for the past, decade.
Aren't they the ones who said, a couple years ago, no one plays online?
Yeah,
it's
they
ridiculous.
think online's gonna just be a trend. I think that was them that said that.
I don't
the internet's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, they decided to finally get on board with this thing, and for New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the DS, they're going to release some DLC. It's only in Japan right now, but I know I don't remember all the specifics, but there was just basically added levels to all the different modes, and I guess they're supposed to be pretty difficult just for the hardcore fans.
Cool.
I think they're like $2 a piece, something like that. But it's interesting that they're finally doing it, and I applaud the fact that they're doing it because, I do think publishers scalp us a little bit with some of their DLC.
Absolutely.
But DLC in general, I think, is really cool.
Yeah, me too. We'll see if they fully get on the wagon with the Wii U. I mean, they better, because everything multi-platform is going to have a million things of DLC these days. There's no avoiding it. So hopefully Nintendo will make an easier way for everyone to access it. I mean, it couldn't be easier to spend your money on Xbox Live. Trust me, I know.
Right. Well, even things like patches, because I remember I have yet to play it. I probably will never play it, although if I want a good laugh, I should. Metroid Other M. There was a game-breaking glitch in that game, and if you did something out of order, that was it. You were done.
Yep, you're sunk.
And so, the only way to fix it was to transfer your file to an SD card and then mail it into Nintendo.
Right, and then they'd fix it for you.
And then
Seriously?
they'd mail it.
Oh my god!
How ridiculous is that?
That's pretty.
Not at all.
You just had the option to patch a game.
Right. So it'll all be taken care of.
And again, that goes back to I think Microsoft does it right in terms of charging people a lot of money. Now for the smaller developers, and we talked about that in a previous episode, that sucks.
Right.
It should scale, but I mean, it's not going to get out of hand.
Right.
You're not going to boot up a game every time. It's update, we have to fix this bug because we shipped a broken game.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, we'll see what they do with their online interface. Hopefully, it'll be easier. I mean, anything's easier than the Wii, which does not. It's ridiculous. It says it's online. I've yet to really believe that because I don't want to put in a 36 digit code.
But you need a friend code.
That's lame.
That's
lame.
I don't know how many years it was before I actually knew about that stupid friend code on the Wii.
You don't want to know.
Who figures this out? I have the Wii. Okay, technically it's not mine, but it's there. I can play it. But when I first heard that, I thought someone was oh yeah, you need a friend code. Really? Ha 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 ha. Oh, you're serious?
Oh my god, that's a thing?
There
goes our.
Come on.
I spilled our audio. Folks, that was me.
It's alright.
Okay.
Recovery.
That's okay. We're about to wrap it up anyway. So, besides us trying to make Andrea go out and buy Borderlands 2, immediately.
I probably will. I'm fairly confident that before we record the next episode, I will likely
just
play
go
the game.
get it today.
I
just
think I might have to.
Do it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
But then I'm worried that I might be behind.
No, you won't.
Level 87.
I will restart. I will restart to play with you. I will. I guarantee.
That's so nice.
I totally will. And you can even be 0.
Yay!
All right, excellent. So, I don't know if I'm going to be playing anything else, to tell you the truth, this week. Borderlands 2 is taking over my life. It's the most fun game.
It's the new hotness.
Oh my god, it's so awesome. You, Greg?
Borderlands 2, definitely put out some more Mario vids.
Check out his Mario vids. They're fun.
Because they're a lot of fun. And that's probably about it for me, too.
Cool. Excellent. All right, so I guess we'll sign off. Thank you very much for listening. Make sure to subscribe to us on the iTunes and watch us on YouTube.
Check us out on Facebook, Twitter.
And our website, MondayMOOcast.com.
We're everywhere.
All that
There's
stuff.
so many ways to find us, and I hope that you are enjoying all these podcasts from us. Thank you so very much, and we will check you out next time. Signing off.